Okay, so here we go. I'm on a roll. This is a collective reading regarding some karmic energy that is involved with this community organized harassment on the Honorable Feminines and their children. So there is one particular person and or maybe couple of people that participated and that is pursuing, they're continuing to do whatever this assignment was that they were given to do. I'll show you all the cards in the reading here in a minute. So, for an example, let's just say, because it depends on what your story is, but let's say this particular karmic is in the vicinity of you or your children, and they were given the assignment to disrupt your peace. They were given the assignment to throw trash, be annoying, make noise, follow you around. That was their particular assignment, and they made a deal, some kind of deal with this person. The person is possibly a close friend or a sibling or like a sister, okay? Could be the past lover of someone you dated or something like that, but they're afraid of that person, and I'm going to give you why. I'm going to give the layout. Because their leading energy that came out, hold on. Oops. The lead energy that came out for them was fear. Now, ironically enough, you wouldn't think that. At first glance, you all are going to say, well, that doesn't seem like it. Well, when I give you the rest of the reading, it's going to explain. Okay? So they're afraid to not do it. I'm going to say it again. They are afraid to not continue. And with belonging coming in the reverse, they feel like they're going to end up being scapegoated in some kind of way, that they'll be sacrificed if they don't continue their assignment, which is to be disruptive, put garbage on, feminine or her children's units. If they don't keep up with that side of the deal, that they're going to first and foremost possibly lose the investments, lose the money, lose their sense of belonging, lose their home, because the person that they're afraid of has the power to throw them under the bus and sacrifice them. Okay, so their leading energy was scared. Then it's belonging reversed, it's risk in the reverse. They're afraid of what's going to come to an end, whatever new endeavor, new beginning. They're afraid they're going to get scapegoated if they decide to quit. Okay, they could be concerned for their children. Okay, they may have a special needs child, because in this depiction over here, it looks like I'm not saying that their child is Down syndrome, but they just might have a special needs child. Okay, now with love in the reverse and summon in the reverse and the warrior in the reverse, okay, that's exposure. That's a Two of Swords energy, but this is also, they feel like they're going to be scapegoated pertaining to the spell work, the poison, the manipulation. And they feel like that person may do something to them, because maybe this person, they know that the person is into the dark arts, and that they'll sacrifice them. Or if they're not into the dark arts, then they have a position of power to basically either unaliven them or uproot them from their stability, and basically scapegoat them and hang them for dry. Okay, I don't have all of the cards that was originally out here, but this person, okay, is concerned about this tower. They're shocked. They're concerned about the tower that will come. They were refusing to see maybe a truth about a situation, a friend, a sibling, a lover, how something was based on somebody letting them go and not having power and control over a situation. They're also concerned that that person could take something from them with this high priestess energy and this magician reverse. This is definitely, they're concerned about somebody turning spell work unto them, sacrificing them, scapegoating them, if they don't continue their assignment. Okay, they're concerned that they'll go under the judgment, or the judgment will be called, okay, to sacrifice them if something comes out. Like at the end of the day, somebody could be bossy or bully, but they're concerned that, yeah, they'll sacrifice them for fortune, and they'll lose their stability, their home. Like they're concerned that it's going to be done to them, that this person going to have it done to them if they don't keep harassing the collective, if they don't keep being the noisemaker, if they don't keep, trying to do psychic warfare and spells, if they don't keep trying to be disruptive to the environment in some way, if they don't keep following them around. Like, for an example, yesterday I went to, may not be related to this, but I'll just share it. Yesterday I went to a restaurant that I never go to. I think it's called Saladitos or Salatos or something like that. Okay, it's near Park Del Mall. It's over there near Crunch Fitness and some other stuff over there. It's like this salad, it's supposed to be healthy spot or whatever. And they have an outdoor area for people basically during business hours, just to come there and sit. You can eat your food out there or just sit out there. So I never do this. This is not something that's a part of my routine. So it's definitely not something that has been patterned for me to do. So if people are still stalking you there, it's just another way that it's revealed that they are watching you. Okay, because if it's out of character and if it's out of routine, and all of these same faces and people seem to show up all of a sudden, everybody's got the same desire to go get some salad. All of a sudden, all of these cars, these brown, you know what I'm saying, SUVs, these blue, these Lexuses, these, all of a sudden, okay, these red, Nissan, either Sentras, Altimas, or Maximums, like burgundy color, okay? All of a sudden, these people, as you sit outside, just check it out now. All of a sudden, you don't frequent there, okay? It's not your pattern. It's not something that you've been noted. But your stalkers all of a sudden desire to go there, desire to place an order, desire to go sit in their cars and eat until you get up and write their license plate with your marker on your arm. Okay? Until, they just sit there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, some even longer than that. Because again, these are people assigned to do these things. Now, the person that may be afraid, they may be the one that's in the burgundy looking Nissan, Altima, Sentra, or Maximum. Okay? And you could recognize it. But again, that's what they agreed to. Okay? Whatever their bargain and deal was is to annoy you by following you around, but make it look like they're not, but look like they are at the same time, because you're not stupid. You know who they are. You've seen their face. You know it ain't no happenstance that they decided to come to that particular restaurant at that particular time. Okay? And so it's to annoy you, to make you uncomfortable, in some cases still to do spell work, or to do their little spell dust, okay? Whatever some of these people are on. Okay? Some of these people are afraid to not do it. Am I saying that this makes it better? Am I saying that this gives them, you should like feel bad for them or sorry for them? Or no. Life is about choices. It is. So no. Life, they're concerned for themselves. I get that. But once again, this is dishonorable. This is wrong. They have a special needs kid. Well, you have someone with special needs that's like a kid or like a young man in the mind. So we don't really have the space to feel sorry for people. Okay? They're afraid of these dark witches, this cult, and what they'll do to them. Okay? They're afraid of the tower. I'd asked, I was trying to determine if this is a possible, if they were connected to Honorable Feminine's relatives, because that would make a lot of sense. Okay? And they could be afraid of that person, especially if death has been following, if they have seen, certain things. Now, if it's not Feminine's relatives, like I said, then it's one of their own relatives, a friend, a sibling, somebody's past lover. So, an Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. They're afraid of what they're gonna lose, like I said, because they're gaining something too. So whether that be maybe they're gonna have to lose their apartment because they don't have the money. And so this person's not gonna foot the bill. Okay. Yep. They're afraid of going under that judgment or the judgment call being made. If this person attempts to like heal themselves or to save themselves or something like that for money, they're afraid that they won't be able to recover, from whatever this person might do to them or their children if they don't continue trying to disrupt you or trying to stop your new beginnings in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So for some of you who are wondering, like, why are some of these people continuing? You heard a reading about this one masculine, this karmic masculine that wouldn't quit, and you could have started asking, like, why won't some of these people let it go? Like, what is driving some of these people this far, considering everything that is happening? And that's just what this is. So there's that monitoring energy. So all I can tell you, look, let me give you what's going to end up happening, and we're done. Okay. Collective, though I do understand they're in a pickle, first and foremost, shady business. Doing shady shit to begin with comes with its own set of shit. Okay? That's number one. Okay, number two, it's, what people are doing, trying to save their own asses. And so if it's at your expense, the peace and ease of mind of your children and your health and well-being expense, you don't have room to feel sorry for these kinds of people. Because they're not feeling sorry for you. They're not feeling sorry for your children. And just take that into perspective. Because it's easy to get into, but no, they ain't nobody feeling sorry for you or your kid and what all of this shit is doing to them. They don't care. So you need to care for yourself, collective, because they sure ain't. The community and people have already proven to you that they'll do anything to save their own asses. Even though they were wrong. They've already proven that. So there is no room. They've proven that they've lied. They'll do anything to keep their little money, their little cars, their little apartments, to keep themselves from getting in trouble, even if it means throw you under the bus wrongly. So here is the outcome. What's going to end with this people, this particular person and group that is persisting and continuing to do their assignment to stalk you, to let you see them stalk you, okay? To let you see them show up wherever you go, as well as continuing to be these noisemakers and disrupt, you know, spell dust and shitty diapers and everything else that they're doing here. So what's the outcome for these people? I mean, you can't do nothing about this, feminine. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing. There's nothing, okay? Everybody's making decisions in every moment, every day, okay? Hold on. Light, what's going to be the end to them, the end result of this persistence because of their fear? If they don't, the moon, okay? Fear, there's fear right there. There's illusion. What's hiding behind the moon? Are they going to run? Or just live in fear? What is behind the moon? The outcome, unknown, hidden, Two of Swords. They're going to be bound to something, hiding, trying to run. They'll end up possibly trying to run away from law or trying to trick the judicial system. But they're going to miss an opportunity. Four of Cups, they're going to end up in some kind of state of, they're going to be confused about why something is rejected. Four of Cups. They're going to end up missing some kind of, yeah, Page of Wands. They're going to get some bad news. Page of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So I knew it. Seven of Swords in reverse. There's the exposure. Something is still going to end up coming out. The Seven of Swords is coming in the reverse. It's going to be a tower. Whatever this is going to end up exposed anyway. Fear is going to push them possibly to recalculate or rethink something, or somebody is. They're going to get some bad news. Yep, Page of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Swords reverse. Either they're going to do it or somebody else is going to do it. Yeah, Four of Swords. This is going to be put to rest. It's going to be bad news. There's going to be exposure here of whatever this is. Seven of Swords reverse. It's just out. Somebody may hide this from them, though. May hold this information back. Missed opportunity. They're going to end up stressed. That bad news is going to mental health. They may end up with some mental health issues because of it. Because, I mean, you know, Eight of Cups is in the reverse. Temperance reverse, that's family. I told you they may end up with some mental health. It may come out, somebody may expose them, or somebody like this person got mental health issues. They were stressed out and they asked them to do this. They're going to end in some kind of imbalance here. Two of Cups in the reverse. Or they may even try to say they were stressed behind a loss, but I don't know how much that's going to stick. Because they're going to try They're going to keep trying to perpetuate that you're crazy, but it's going to be exposed. The truth is going to be exposed. Yep, Emperor. And Five of Wands. This is how it's going to end for them. It's going to be a conflict. They're bringing this conflict to themselves for continuing to choose to continue to bring it to you. It's going to be exposed with the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse, Four of Swords upright, Two of Cups. So somebody is going to either tell on them anyway, and which is going to bring it out anyway. So they're afraid of this distorted witch, the Queen of Wands reverse energy that came out. It was Queen of Wands reverse, Hierophant, I think. Okay, that they're afraid of, or something like that. It's a distorted, oh, and a King of Swords reverse. So some narcissistic type of energy, but it's going to come out anyway. I'm asking what's going to end up their outcome. Why Five of Wands? That some of you is spell work that's going to hit them, because they've been sending mad spell work. They've been using this person that's in the environment to do spells. So to do spell work as well as follow you around and being disruptive and all of that. Shitty diapers and trash with spells and writing papers and putting it in the dirt and just weird shit. King of Cups is coming out. Ooh, oh boy. Okay, I have a King of Cups coming in upright. A King of Cups, it might be fencing to come for them. Or it might be the one that ends up, oh, child, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Ten of Wands. He may be the one that ends up blowing the whistle. Why is the King of Cups here? We're talking about outcome, what's going to end up happening. The Wheel of Fortune. Uh-oh. He's going to come in and bend the wheel, or it's going to end up, yeah, these people going to lose. I got Ten of Pentacles going in the reverse. This is going to be their end, and the Hermit. So this King of Cups could have already went through the dark night of the soul and already lost a lot, but what's going to end up happening to this particular individuals that keep at it, they're going to lose all their investments. Or everything that they, yeah. So they're scared, but they're going to end up losing it anyway because somebody is exposing it. Seven of Swords. There's somebody that's going to expose this whole little shebang bang that they've been hiding. And it may be kept from them that that's going to happen. Now, the reason why I say it is because the moon is leading, which means their worst fear. The very thing that they're afraid of is going to happen anyway. The very thing that has them continuing to harass the collective is going to still happen. Ain't that some shit? It's like, damn, you keep, damn, you know, you keep doing the shit and you still, because the King of Cups may be coming through. Queen of Pentacles may be you. King of Cups, Five of Wands, Ten of Pentacles reverse, the Wheel of Fortune. Where did that go? The Hermit. Emperor. It looks like a King of Cups fencing a fight. He's gonna put up a fight or something like that. Ooh-wee. In Seven of Swords, like, yes, sir. These people finna end up losing. This is the outcome. Six of Wands in reverse, because this is dishonorable. Now I have the Queen of Cups. Once again, this might be you, feminine. The Queen of Pentacles could be this chick. Okay? Just take it out, resonate. Don't mean you guys have to be earth or water signs. But I do have a King and Queen of Cups here. Interesting. Whoop. And let me just say this for the record. A king and queen of cups is usually a match, okay, in love. But in some cases, this could just be two people that's emotionally matured themselves, okay? And maybe this person is on the same wavelength as feminine at this point in this respect. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but there's definitely jealousy, conflict here that's going to come to them for this because they're still continuing. But they're doing it out of fear. Maybe the guy was doing it out of greed and stubbornness only. They're doing it out of survival. They don't know how they're going to make it, on top of they're afraid of this person that, they're afraid of losing their support, whether this is money, whether this is, legal things, whatever it is, whatever kind of power and control they have, they're afraid of that. Yeah, an emperor. See, there's a king of cups that's fencing to come in and take control of the situation. As this thing is going to come to a wrap eventually, it might be at the hand of a king of cups emperor and the sun on the upright. That's going to expose them, who they are, who they've been working for, and what they are continuing to do. Okay. Okay, what is feminine's encouragement? I get it. You're just like, good grief. You may feel like you've just been plagued your whole life with people with major mental stuff, and yet they projected all of this onto you, like you were the one that was the problem. People following you around, but you're the problem. People trying to psych you out, but you're the problem. People trying to annoy you and disrupt you, but you're the problem. Every day, you're just going places trying to mind your own business and ain't bothering nobody, but you're the problem. You lived your whole life like that, possibly. It's like your existence bothering people, because no matter how much distance you try to put between you and people who don't like you, they find their way to get to you. Okay, the encouragement. There you go, feminine. I deserve to take breaks and recharge your energy. And that could be some stuff you're trying to do, which could be a little bit why some shit's going to happen, because these people keep trying to stop that for you. They want you to just recluse. And even if you recluse, then they have the noise makers and the spell casters, because that's going to make sure that they're walking in circles, throwing shitty diapers and trash, making all sorts of noise all times of day and night. And then if you leave, then they suddenly need to go where you at. They suddenly need to go to the gym, and they suddenly need to go to the mailbox, and they suddenly need to go to Crunch Fitness, and they suddenly need to go to the salad restaurant, and they suddenly need to just randomly appear everywhere that you are. And letting you see that too. Because if they didn't want to be seen, let me tell y'all something. This is why I know what people are on. If they did not want to be seen, then they wouldn't be. The collective have ops that's on their side that are right around you, but you will not see them. And if you were to see them, you wouldn't even suspect that that's what they are. You would think they're some rando drunk. You would think that there's some drunkard or some bum, because why? They're wanting to be inconspicuous to you and everyone else, because they want to see how things play out when people feel like they're not around. So the fact that these people know you can see them and let you see them, once they know that you know who you are, who they are, that is an indication that they want you to see them following you around, and they'll just simply deny it and simply hide behind some plausibility. No, I just decided to go, I wanted some salad. All of us, all 5 of us wanted to go to this restaurant within 10-minute increments of each other. It says, stay curious, learn something new. You could be trying to do that, feminine. So just be encouraged, because you may be saying, I am blooming. I'm doing all of the things. I'm cleaning my energy. I'm doing my breath work. I'm trying to focus on the things I need to focus on. I'm trying to connect with nature. I'm trying to go and read and study. And here come these lowlifes with their weird ass. So be encouraged. They're saying that's okay. This is okay. Yeah. Ooh, tap into your magic. Ooh, maybe y'all learning something more about, ooh, yeah, there's the empowerment. It's orange, yellow, and red. Maybe you finna take your magic to a whole new level, bitch. You finna learn how to do some more spell work in this motherfucker. Whoa. Should they finna give you the accelerated matrix version? You know, bitch, you late in the game. We don't have time to take you through 20 years of development. We're gonna go ahead and just we're gonna go ahead and plug you in here so that you can go ahead and execute. Because you ain't got 20 years for this. You know, it's nice when you can be seasoned for 35 years and your life has been conducive to even allow you to be. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. But there are some people who'd have been sabotaged before they even had genitals in their mother's wombs. In everyday sense. Okay? Okay. So it says here, always believe what is coming is better than what has gone. Oh yeah, so this it's gonna be better. This trash is almost finished. Okay, I know we tired of hearing that, but there's something better than all of this nasty energy you've experienced with these lizard people, with these children of the corn, with these, you know what I'm saying, these fucking greedy, ingrates, entitled motherfuckers, these hateful, soulless, compassionless, empathyless motherfuckers. But they want all the empathy and compassion in the world, go figure, huh? For these situations. Feminine, it says you have what it takes. Yes, you got this. And you're naturally charming, honey. Go on, feminine. Shit, nigga, you is naturally charming and shit, bitch. It's like, whoop. You could be very feisty and independent here. Shit, eat your donuts. Find a way. Practice your magical practices. Things are gonna get better. It's not gonna always be this way. You are empowered. You're making the adjustments here. You have what it takes. You're naturally charming. They can't take it from you. They can do everything under the sun they want. If people would spend more time developing their own versions of authenticity versus trying to take away someone else's, they might learn something. They might. Okay, it says the only way is up. Feminine, you're going up. These people have done everything under the sun. Okay, you're going up from here. Don't be afraid to dream big. Yes, and you're not. And don't be afraid to dream past whatever this nasty place is, those limitations, whatever this is. Jump at the chance to show them your greatness. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you finna show shit. Sometimes you gotta pop up and show niggas. Don't forget to be amazing and beautify yourself. You know what you can do. What you can do. Okay, where you're at. Finding humor in this. Laugh. You're enough just as you are. Shit, family, look at this shit. Shit, with your extra poundage and shit. It's like, whoop, I'm fluffy. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, if you live, your black ass live long enough. If your black ass, your white ass, whatever the color your ass is, if you live long enough and go through enough shit, you are capable of amazing things. Oh, that's why people came for you so hard, feminine. They're not coming for somebody that don't have no skill, no capabilities, no talent, no usefulness. Nobody invests that deep and that tough. Raise your hand if you know that you're amazing. So raise your hand. Be bright, be brave, and be you. Yeah, it's gonna stink, you know, because you're dealing with all of these unconscious and anti-conscious beings that's colonized and fear-centered and scarcity mindset. The question isn't who's going to let you, it's who's going to stop you. Ain't nobody going to stop you, feminine. Let them do it. Let them do this. Let them hang themselves. Let them do all the things that they're assigned to do. Your position, look at that. You may be getting ready. You know how this cat be shaking their butt. You getting the focus like, shit, nigga, shit, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave. Okay, it ain't gonna who let me is nigga try to stop me, nigga. So when can you expect something? You know, I don't want to give too much of y'all, but whatever is allowed to be shared that's not gonna compromise you in some way. Could we get an approximate time frame that the collective could really expect the manifestation in this physicality of some positive change, some sludge cleared out, some yuckiness that's in their environment? Okay, is there a time space like days, weeks, or months? Give me some days, weeks, or months. Days, weeks, or months. For some of you, it's going to be by the 23rd of this month or in 23 days. Okay, or in 5 weeks. Okay, some of you it's the 29th. So we got the 23rd, the 29th. This could be amount of days as well. Days, weeks, months. So this could be 23 days or 5 days, 5 weeks. 27 on the 13th. Something significant may happen on the 13th. On the 18th. 18 days or 9 days. Or 9 weeks. 7. Okay. Hell, I wonder if these are good lottery numbers. Anyway. 23, 27, 18. Okay. I know some of y'all wish like, man, I wish the number 1 came out. Well, we did get a number 4. So for some of you, it hit my phone. It could be 4 days. 4 days, 4 weeks, or 4 months from now. So we're in August, September, October, November, December. So maybe by the time Christmas time, for some of you, it's sometime in September, October. Okay, so as this year comes to a close, you know, there's, you know, going to be that sludge, that yuckiness, that nastiness that's been plaguing you all and surrounding you all. Maybe it's pertaining to this Rico case. Maybe by then you would have filed, and as a result of filing, some other stuff changes, okay? Anyway, there you go.